Hi, I'm Tony Fleming. Welcome to Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey, just pulled the hanging tag off of this 69 Mach 1. One of the great things about this car is not only is it a Mach 1, but it's a 428 Mach 1. And not only is it a 428 Mach 1, it's a 428 with ram air. One of the great things about these cars is the way you can get them authenticated. You know, the Marti report, these cars are very easy to clone into GTs, Mach 1s, and things like that, with the fastbacks or coupes or whatever. But this right here, the black and white, tells you what you really have and how it left the factory and what left the factory with. So we not only have the Marti report, we have a full Marti report breaking down how many of these cars were actually built. So it does have the R code in the VIN. The VIN's on the fender, the VIN's on the dash. It's part of the Marti report, and showing it to be a ram air car. So let's take a walk around for a minute. Originally coded as blue car. The Acapulco blue was what I think probably one of Ford's best colors ever. The gold stripe definitely sets it off. Goodyear Eagles with the Magnum 500s. And, you know, part of the upgrades on this car does have disc brakes. And when you have this kind of motor making this kind of power, you definitely need the disc brakes. It also has a Ford 9-inch rear. And as we open the hood, you guys with the sharp eye will notice right away that the 428 that was originally in this car is not in there right now. What's in there right now is a 427 center oiler. It's a 63 center oiler. Those engines made 450 horsepower right out of the box. The next year they became the side oiler because of NASCAR racing. But here's the deal. You have your choice. I have the 428 that goes in this car, or the 427 will stay in it. This is a little over 500 horsepower. We believe it's closer to the 550 mark, but we'll just go with what the customer said that we got it from, and it's about 500 horsepower. They own this car for about 12 years, and it hasn't had a whole lot of owners. But let's look around the car for a minute. I love the shaker hood. One of the great things about muscle cars is shaker hood and hood pins. It screams I'm a muscle car. It screams I'm from the 60s, early 70s. You know, a lot of people haven't seen a big block Mach 1, let alone a 428 Cobra Jet car with ram air. This car has a pretty rare option, which makes it even significantly more rare. You know, we have the Marti report on this car, which we've talked about a couple times, and you know, it can narrow it down to 1 of 1, but you know, at the end of the day, one of the great things about this car is that this car has functioning cold air conditioning. You know, air conditioning was a very expensive option on the Mustang. The Mustang was a pony car. It was priced accordingly. It wasn't expensive like a luxury car, but air conditioning could have been in between 10 and 15% of the MSRP of the car, and it was very expensive. Some of the air conditioners were 20%. You know, if today's car was $30,000 or $40,000, would you pay $6,000 to $8,000 for air conditioning? Probably not. And that's why this box was not checked off very often, and that's what makes these cars so rare. Anyway, check out and see some of the detail in here. Walk around. Everything nice in place, everything functioning properly. Got the correct shaker hood on it. Is a real ram air car. We keep talking about that. I know I say it a lot, but we haven't had many, so I get excited when I see CJR on a car. Anyway, awesome. Check out the chrome and stainless. All this stuff is new. Door handles, window trim, emblems, stickers. Great back end of a car right here. Come check this out. Nice. Got the great exhaust. The gold reflective stripe really looks great with the blue. Backup lights. The nice thing about this is, you know, when you're buying a car from us, you're getting a car that's, the turn signals work, the hazard lights work. I've checked all the brake lines, hoses, belts, things like that. There's all the things that you're gonna have to do if you buy a car outside what we call the safety of the circle, and the safety of the circle is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Inside, full gauges. We got the 120 mile an hour speedometer. This car will easily exceed that. Air conditioned dash, because it's an air conditioned car. Full gauges, alternator, oil pressure, original Philco AM/FM radio. The clock right there, check this out. 69 Mustang owner's manual. Interior, all new. Check out the headliner. It's also got the fold down rear seat. Converts this car completely to a two-seater. Check that out. That's pretty cool. That's a great styling touch. And that's really what makes some of the Fords so different than the other ones. Not many people had the fold-down rear seat. You know what? 428, 427, I'm not really sure. Well, how about I do this for you? I'll start the car, and you tell me what you think. The 427 makes such great sound. Ford big blocks sound great, too, because of the firing order. But the 427 is just a different animal. You know, in closing, we're talking about a big block Ram Air Mustang, which already makes it ridiculously rare, with select air conditioning. You got the 9-inch, very documented. I went ahead and pulled the Marti report, and the Marti report's really cool. You know, there's 300,000 Mustangs built that year, and they've actually broken it down to be one of one, which is kind of silly, but because it's one of them had a standard steering column in Acapulco blue, and that's this car here. So, although that's funny, that's kind of not what it was meant to be. But have a peek at this for a second. It's got the nice Ford seal on it because it's an official licensed product. This is what you want to have. You want to have a car that's documented. You want to have a car that's rare. So this is a big block car, which was very rare to begin with. Ram Air car, it says right here, Ram Air on it. C6 automatic. Only 11 428 cars had air conditioning. That's how rare this car is. And you know what? You can't replace this car. This is 2009. You know, this car is selling for right under $50,000 in the $40,000 range. And in another couple of years, this car will be back up to the $80,000 and $90,000 range it was selling for just a year ago. Get a car like this while you can. If you can afford it, you need to get yourself a documented, real deal car and enjoy it. And you know what? If you want to take it to a show, great. If you want to cruise with your spouse or your buddies, even better. And you know what? We're Fleming's Ultimate Garage. We're super proud to present this 428 Ram Air Mustang. Call us 301-816-1000 and we'll tell you all about it.